Hi, I just wanted to show you this. I have made no misconceptions about it. I hope that you have never misconstrued anything that I said. I always say to you that I'm a Christian. Now, according to Pew Research, there are over 200 million Christians in the United States. But this just happened in the last couple of days. We had a world leader that came to our country and met with Americans, and his goal, if you will listen to this, his goal was to say he has to fight Christians. And I'm asking right now, as a Christian American, I'm asking, where is our president who's supposed to defend us from all enemies, foreign and domestic? Where is my president? Where is my Secretary of State? Where is my Secretary of Defense when we have a world leader who stood in our country and met with Americans and said, we must fight the largest religious group in our country? 206 million people in our country say that they are Christians. That's over 60%, 62% roughly of our U.S. population. And our president allowed a person from another country, a world leader, to sit there in our country and say they must fight us. They must do what it takes for them to fight me. We have a president of another country who said he is coming here to fight me, not because of anything that I did, but because it's Christian religious persecution, and I do not have anyone in my administration that's saying he's standing up for Christians. Why? I want to know why.
With the kind of trajectory that we see with like Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson, I guess I'm curious about what's another game plan if we lose evangelical support for the state of Israel. What's our backup plan to be strong, like outside the diaspora?
Christian influencers. Okay, you said we talked about the woke right, and you said I call it the woke Reich. That's a brilliant observation. The woke right, because these people, they're not any different from the woke left. I mean, they're insane. They're loonies. But they're actually meeting on some of the things. And what we have to do is we have to secure that part of the base of our support in the United States. That is being challenged systematically. A lot of this is done with money. Money of NGOs, vast. Money of governments, vaster. Okay? We have to fight back. How do we fight back? Our influencers. I think you should also talk to them if you have a chance. To that community, they're very important. And secondly, we're going to have to use the tools of battle. The weapons change over time. You can't fight today with swords. That doesn't work very well. Okay, and you can't fight with cavalry. That doesn't work very well. And you have these new things, like drones, things like that. I won't get into that. But we have to fight with the weapons that apply to the battlefields in which we're engaged. And the most important ones are the social media. And the most important purchase that is going on right now is followers. TikTok. TikTok, number one. And I hope it goes through because it can be consequential. And the other one, what's the other one that's most important? X. Exactly. Very good. And, so we have to talk to Elon. He's not an enemy. He's a friend. We should talk to him. Now, if we can get those two things, we get a lot. And I could go on other things, but that's not the point right now. We have to fight the fight, okay? To give direction to the Jewish people and give direction to our non-Jewish friends or those who could be our Jewish our friends. Are we going to succeed with everyone? No. Will there be a strong counterpart? Yeah.
I want to know why the President of the United States and our Attorney General and our Secretary of State and our Secretary of Defense is not putting this man out of our country and say you are not fighting the largest religious group in our country. 206 million people out of 340 million people. The largest religious group in our country has now been put on notice that someone is now coming after us. And he's coming after us through social media like TikTok. And now he's even saying through X. And now what's next? You understand that when someone threatens a country, they do everything. And the person, this someone that I'm talking about, has not stopped at anything in getting what he wants from other countries. So as a Christian, I'm asking my president, I'm asking my Secretary of State and my Secretary of Defense, who is standing up for Christians? You know, you've seen my videos. I am not ever standing back and say I'm not a Christian. Should I be afraid today? Should I go into hiding today? Should the 206 million Christians in this country go in hiding today because you have left us up here and this is the person that you are supporting, someone who threatened over half of the U.S. population? I'm just asking, should we all be afraid today because you are not going to stand up for us? Somebody, please answer this question for me, and I beg you, please repost this everywhere in the United States, because Christians, guess what? We must all be in jeopardy, not for anything that we did, but because we are Christians. You know they've done that throughout history. You know that this is not the first time, but I just have to ask, should I be in hiding right now?